How does microcode control a CPU? And what is microcode? These are the questions we are going to answer in this video. Now, in order to answer these questions, we're going to write a very simple piece of assembly language code. And we're going to assemble it and then load it into the machine, and we're going to see it running within the machine. This will help us understand exactly how the machine works, and we will be able to see where the microcode fits within the system. I'm going to be releasing one video every Sunday over the next few months, so don't worry if you don't understand everything that is in this video. We will be covering it in the future. Now, what you see here is Microsoft Studio Code Editor, and I use this for writing all of my code. We're going to start off by creating a new file, and we can call it something like add_simple.asm. Now, the first line here is called an assembler directive, so it's going to be 0x8000, and it just tells us where the first line of the code exists. Now, this next line is our very first instruction, so we're going to have a data and we're going to put a number, say 2, into register R0, and then we can do another data command and we're going to put a number 3 into register R1. So data is our very first instruction. We have over 120 instructions that we can use, so there's lots and lots to learn over the next few months. Now, once we've got these values into the registers, we're going to add both of them together. So we're going to add register R0, R1. Now, we can make comments, and we can comment this, and we can say register R1 equals R0 plus R1. So it's going to take 2 and 3, it's going to add them together, and it's going to put the answer 5 in register R1. Now, whenever we're finished, we use the end command. So this is our very first piece of assembly language code. Now, we're going to go ahead and we will go terminal, run task, and we will assemble the file. So this runs the assembler, and you can see here it says assembly successful. So what we can do now is we can go down and look at the actual machine code, which is in the MC folder. So it's add simple. So we click it open and we can see the machine code. So the very first command here, 0100, is the first data command, and it's going to put the number 2 into register R0. The next command again is the data command, and it's going to put the number 3 in register R1. And then we're going to go into the add command. So the add command is 2501, and finally the end is 5800. So just to note that sometimes I use the word instruction, sometimes I use the word command. It just means the same thing. Now, we're not really interested in the data commands. What we're interested in is the add. So we're going to be following this 2501 command through the CPU. And from this, we're going to understand exactly where the microcode fits in. So let's load this into the machine and we will see it running. So we're going to have to load the program into the RAM. We can open up the file. So the file is in the machine code folder, and it's called add_simple.mc. So you can see here that we've got the instructions added in to our RAM. So we can close this and we can go to the top level and we can run it. Now we'll run it really quickly, and you can see it'll put 2 into register R0, 3 into register R1, and it'll quickly add them together and you'll get 5 in register R1. So if we do tick enabled, you can see that's exactly what it's done, and the program is now finished, and you can see the end has come up. Now what we're interested in doing is actually running through this by hand, and we will look at every single clock pulse and we'll see exactly what's happening with the add command. I have reset the program, and we're going to clock through every single pulse by hand, so we can use the clock here in order to clock through all of the instructions. Now we're not interested in any of the instructions other than the add instruction. So you see here IR, which stands for instruction register. So all of the instructions are going to come in here. Now the one that we're interested in is 2501. So we can click through. First of all, we will see the data instructions coming through. So the 0100 is the first data instruction, and it puts 2 into register R0. And then the next instruction again is the data instruction 0101, and it will put 3 into register R1. Now the one that we're interested in is a 2501, and this is our add command. So we want to follow this add command through the entire cycle. Now let's take a couple of minutes and think about how we're actually going to perform the add R0 R1 instruction. So we will drop into the CPU, and we're interested in the register R0, R1, the ALU, the control section, and also the accumulator here at the bottom. So you can see here we've got 2 in register R0, we've got 3 in register R1. We want to add both of these together and then put the answer 5 into register R1. So how do we actually achieve this within the CPU? Well, the first thing we're going to have to do is take the number 2 and enable it onto the bus. So the enable is going to have to go high so that the number 2 goes onto the bus. Now once it's gone onto the bus, it's going to have to come in and sit in this temporary register. So we're going to have to set the value into the temporary register. It means the number 2 is going to be just sitting at the top of the ALU. Now the next thing we're going to have to do is enable the number 3 from register R1 onto the bus. Now once it's been enabled onto the bus, it's going to come down to this point here. So we're going to have number 2 here, we're going to have number 3 here. Now at that very same point in time, what we can do is we can choose the addition function within the ALU. So the choice of addition function comes out of the control unit, and the value for the addition function is actually 0000. So the dark greens here represents the value of 0. So we are already choosing the addition function. So at the bottom here, it will have automatically gone through that addition. 2 plus 3 is 5. It will have 5 in the accumulator. And then we're going to have to enable that number 5 from the accumulator onto the bus. That number 5 is going to come back up all the way around here, and then we're going to have to set the value back into register R1. So then the register R1 will have the number 5 in it, and that is us finished our instruction. So a thing to note here is that The process I've just described to you of choosing the sets and the enables and choosing the ALU function and doing all of that in the correct order, this is the microcode. So the microcode is the machine level commands which allow us to perform the instructions. Now we know we're going to have to control all of the sets and the enables, and we do this within the control section. So within the control section, you'll see here along the left hand side we have all of the enables, along the right hand side we have all of the sets, but they all come down and connect into this thing called the microcode ROM. So if we drop into the microcode ROM, you will see that we're going to start off in this microcode ROM block at this position 0DC. And the very first micro instruction is this 800000200. Now this here in effect is in hex and it's 32 bits long. And this instruction here just turns these 32 bits either high or low. And these 32 bits pass over to the level above, which is the control section. And these control all of the sets and the enables. So it means that what we can do is we can move on to the next part of the micro instruction. So if we clock this through, we will be on the next part of the micro instruction. So if we drop down in again and we go to the control section and we head into the microcode ROM, you'll see that we've now moved from this position here to this position here. So this is in effect the next law of set and enables. And we continue doing this. We will drop down to this next value here. And then we'll finish off at this value here, which is the end command. So in order to do the addition, we're going to have to work through this microcoded ROM, and we're going to pass from this position to here, and finally to here. And this is going to give us all of the micro instructions, so we need to control all of the sets and the enables, which control all of the information flow around about our CPU, which allows us to generate the actual instruction add R0, R1. So this is what the microcode is, and all of the microcode sits within the microcode ROM here. So that is what the microcode ROM does, and you've seen where it sits within the machine. Now you don't need to take my word for it. You can open up the machine yourself, you can write the code, you can assemble it, you can load it up, and then you can run through every part of the instruction yourself and you can see it all happening. Now if you enjoyed this, then please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also if you're wanting to get access to all of the courses, you can get them on my Patreon account. So thank you for listening. I'll get you on the next video next Sunday. Goodbye.